Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing the wild card of the NFL playoffs. We're talking right now with Troy West from allplayswin.com. All our regular viewers are familiar with Troy West. He either kicks ass or he just nudges ass a little bit, but always gives winning picks. Solid record overall. Troy West, thanks for being back with us.
Hey, thanks a lot, Pete. I appreciate it. Yeah, we've slipped up the last couple of weeks in the NFL, but guess what? We're hot in the bowl games right now. We haven't lost the bowl game with you guys. We've knocked out Arkansas, which I said was going to be a top play. They absolutely blew out Texas, and Utah was one of our top plays. They absolutely blew out Colorado State. NFL playoffs, we've been historically really good. Let's do it again, Pete. I'm looking forward to these games we're giving out this week.
Absolutely right. You have nothing to apologize for. In our videos, you still have a positive record in both college and NFL this year, and long-term, you had a great record of success with us. Over 57% last year. You were particularly good in the playoffs last year, I remember, with us. So just give us a quick rundown and overview of allplayswin.com before we get your take on Baltimore Pitt.
Thanks a lot, Pete. Yeah, we're closing up the year 2014. And guess what? Another winning year at allplayswin.com. 9 winning months. It's been an outstanding winning week after winning week after winning week. I really encourage the viewers to come take a look, Pete. We've got an unbelievable money management system in place. You're going to get some of the best customer service in this industry. Allplayswin.com will be going into our 9th season in 2015, and we've got big things ahead, Pete. We brought in one of the best NHL handicappers in the business. We've got an outstanding college basketball and NBA handicapper, Pete. I do the baseball, the college football, and the NFL. It's just been outstanding. Come take a look at allplayswin.com.
Baltimore Pitt is the second game we're going to cover here. Pitt is a 3-point home favorite. Totals 46.5 or 47. And coming into this game, obviously Pitt has the momentum, at least ATS-wise, right? Pitt's covered their last 4 games in a row. Baltimore's lost their last 3 games in a row, and they've been a team that I kind of had a good read on. I faded them as a favorite when they were at home against Jacksonville, against Cleveland. But, they won both those games. They were just way too big of a favorite there. Here, though, they're an underdog on the road in the playoffs, so it's a different story. It makes me a little bit nervous to want to just automatically bet Pitt here based on recent momentum. Things could easily change in this one. We see that all the time in the playoffs where teams, go into the playoffs, enter the playoffs on a certain kind of momentum, then it changes radically as soon as the playoffs start. Also, both these teams surprisingly have been under trending towards the end of the year. Pitt's gone under in their last 3 games, Baltimore under in their last 4, so the total's a little bit tricky as well, 46.5 or 47. I guess I'd have to lean over, though. Anyway, I'm still trying to figure this game out. What's your take on it, Troy?
Yeah, you're going again with the momentum here, Pete, and that's with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I watched this Baltimore Raven team in a must-win game against Connor Shaw and the Cleveland Browns, and they just struggled. They struggled defensively at times. They struggled offensively throughout that entire football game. Pittsburgh's a pass-first team, I think, going into this game, Pete. Le'Veon Bell, we know, is potentially not going to play in this one, which I actually think could play beneficial. Baltimore's secondary has been atrocious at times throughout the year, Pete, and I think Ben Roethlisberger dialed in at home in the playoffs. I like him to get it done. With the way Antonio Brown's playing, the way Wheaton's playing, Bryant's playing, his weapons, I think, are really going to tear apart this Baltimore Ravens secondary, Pete, and I think that's going to pay dividend. I love when Ben Roethlisberger's in that 5 wide. I think Le'Veon Bell does hurt him a little bit in the run game. What Joe Flacco are you going to get, Peter? You're going to get the Flacco that we've seen previous in the playoffs. You're going to get the Flacco that, looked absolutely atrocious against the Houston Texans and even looked atrocious against the Cleveland Browns. So right now, I just can't back the Ravens. I love the way Pittsburgh's playing. That crowd has really got something to root for in this rival game at home. Got to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers at this small of a number.
All right, I can't disagree with you. It does make me nervous, though, to bet into momentum, strong momentum at the end of the year. But that's why these lines are so tough. Playoff lines, very tough. I'm thinking maybe, though, the over might be a good way to go. Also, fading recent momentum, over 46.5. We know what Pittsburgh does, right? The defense is vulnerable, big passing game, and Baltimore as well can have a vulnerable defense and a big offense. What do you think about the over?
Looked at potentially a good play at the originally live P, but this Pittsburgh defense looked pretty darn good against the Cincinnati Bengals, who at times looked outstanding, especially against the Denver Broncos. So Pittsburgh defense kind of goes sporadically. I'm going to stay away just because Joe Flacco's offense has been so bad at this point. I got to go with the Steelers. I'm going to stay away from the total.
Yeah, both teams have been trending under recently, as I said. All right, Troy West from allplayswin.com usually has a great read on high-profile games like these, like in Pitt, -3. Thanks so much, Troy.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.